world one time for the one time when the milkman slides. Wait a minute. Slides. He gotta hit you with a good morning. Ooh, that was a good one. I was really enjoying that.
Good morning. I'm Just Bri.
Hey, you ever feel like you just hit the note? You know what I'm saying? You ever feel like you just hit it? Ooh. I ain't had no snap crackle or pop or nothing in that joint. Sound like I just had a fresh squeeze of lemon water.
That's
See right
crazy.
there? Heard that gurgle right there? See, it was gone. You got to wait for that good, perfect tone right there. That was amazing. Yo. Somebody said, paging Dr. Bree.
Yeah,
How are
yeah.
you doing this morning?
I am doing great. I went to bed way too late,
Oh,
but it don't even
Miss
matter because
B,
I went to bed in
oh,
my bed.
Miss
You know what I
B.
mean?
Yeah,
In my bed.
home.
So like I woke up in my bed. It was great. The downside is, and me and Liam discussed, my brother-in-law Rico coming to spoiled milk and molded. Dang,
He coming extra harsh this morning, ain't he? Coming
moldy.
extra harsh this morning. Okay, here we go. Here go that love we're looking for.
Good
Yo,
morning. Good morning.
what's going on? How you doing on today? Yee! Out here in the
So,
building, getting it right, starting your day the right way, the only way with Milk and Brie. If you have not taken the opportunity to like and share this thing up, we would greatly appreciate if you did so. If you tag somebody that's going above and beyond, and of course, we're even that much more grateful. Brie,
well, hold on.
Bree,
What's up?
you're home.
Yes. So we discussed my brother coming to make us French toast and bacon this morning or every morning. So that is
Yeah.
the downside. Is like, what am I going to eat this morning? And I wasn't a big
Mm.
breakfast eater. Now they got me in the habit of
Got
eating
you
breakfast.
hooked on.
So I guess I'm gonna have to go boil some bacon in a
uh,
second.
Not boil some bacon.
Yeah, that's my new way of
yeah,
cooking it.
yeah. Putting that bacon in the pot, and making it do what it do. I
Mhm, mhm.
think they don't do that at the hospital.
Oh, you old. Okay, so
Hey,
spoiled
see,
milk.
here's the problem though. I can't even tell you the last time I had a piece of bread that molded because they put so many chemicals in the bread now that it stays
Oh, I
good.
just threw out some bread that I felt was questionable, and it might have been
Oh,
still
really?
fresh. It might have still
It
been
didn't
fresh,
have a
but
green spot on it.
it
Was
didn't
there
have a
white
green spot, but
syrup?
it had white. You know how it'd be white before it go green,
Okay,
or
it was
like when it go
fluffy.
green and it be white around the edge. It had it was
Ooh,
questionable, and I
okay,
was like,
okay.
I have been in the hospital for 10 days.
For 10 days, I mean that
So
bread, yeah. I
just
mean,
throw
I'm
this
sure at
out.
some point it goes bad, but you know how like a McDonald's burger, they just say, "Well, stay fine for forever, ever." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually had a McDonald's burger thanks to my child while we were in the hospital. And I was intending to get a McChicken, but do
Yeah.
you know McChickens are $4.69?
A McChicken is
I
$4.69.
said I wish the fuck I would.
I know that's right. See, I'm not the only one. Bread been lasting a little too long. It definitely molded faster when I was a
My
kid.
bread has been molding lately. Yeah, see, I don't know. Maybe it's something in
Oh,
the
you
air, the
said yours
humidity.
has been molding. I
Yeah.
thought you said it had, and I can't read. I was trying to
Mine
make it fit
did.
my
Or
narrative.
it wasn't mold spots, but it looked like I was like, and here's the thing. At this point,
Okay.
I'm not gonna try nothing questionable because what I'm not gonna do is go back to
Mm.
the hospital right
I
now.
know that's right. Ain't nobody got time for none of that.
Tristan did something yesterday. He's like, "Oh, I have a cut on my hand." I said, "Put a band-aid on. We don't need nothing getting infected.
Rinse it off with some
Get a
water.
band-aid.
Right,
Cover that."
exactly.
Getting
Yo,
extra cautious over here.
oh, do you get your bread from the bakery store? Is you that bougie? I bet you the bread has less chemicals though. They probably just use flour,
And
water,
it
sugar,
definitely probably go
yeast.
bad fast. Because I do
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
get French bread, and it does go bad fast, a lot faster when you get it from the bakery part.
Yeah, they probably don't use that many chemicals. I might like that bread. What bakery do you go to?
They
Hmm?
have in any bakery. You go to Walmart
No,
bakery.
I can't. No, I can't. You
Oh,
know why I can't? Because it's Trending Tuesday. And a part of Trending Tuesday is boom. Do you not know about this? I know 11 days in the hospital have you separated from the world. But we're on a boycott from Walmart right now. So I can't go to no Walmart. It started yesterday. It goes through the 14th.
oh,
This is a part of trying to stick it to the folks who are rolling back their DEI. Just
okay,
because
okay.
a glowing orange man told you that you could, don't mean you had to. And
Right.
since you chose to, we're gonna show you what the economic power of those people that you choose to discriminate uh,
Yeah.
exactly is. Uh,
Yes. And I have seen articles about Target, and like I said,
40
Target.
day fast from Target. Did you see it?
I haven't been to Target. I have not shopped at Target at all, and not doing it
Okay.
during St. Patrick's Day was very
At the High
trying.
V, I see.
Was very trying because they have the cutest stuff, and
My grandmama used to get sunbeam.
so
I'm a
I
generic bread guy, if that say anything about me.
oh no, oh no,
I get store brand bread.
I get Aunt Millie's.
It say schnooks on it. Oh shit! It probably still costs more than Millie's.
um but yeah, I haven't been to Target at all, and every time there's a boycott for Amazon and Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
I do try to take part. But I seen an article about Target where they were having to turn their lights down and conserve energy, and they were blaming it on they're still blaming it on all these other things. And I'm just waiting for the day that they announce that they know it's because of their rollback on the DEI practices. Like, y'all coming up with all these other
All
the
these other
inflation,
exclusives,
the inflation been up,
exclusives,
and we still was
excuses. Yeah.
shopping until you did this. So
First of all,
uh,
folks are still shopping. Ain't nobody stopped shopping. Guaranteed. You know what I
at
mean? Folks are
at
just
Target.
choosing where they choose to shop.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm
No, I
saying.
meant stop shopping at Target. Right.
Right, but you
Because we
can't
still
blame it
need
on
the
the
shit. We just got to
economy.
get it from somewhere
Right.
else.
You can't blame it on the economy or inflation or anything because the
Right.
American dollar ain't stopped moving. It just stopped moving your way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's really, we've always said that there was power in the dollar and your choice and where you spend it matters. But we never really cared. You know, we might get pissed off time to time and we might not go back for a couple of weeks or some you know what I mean? Whatever, whatnot. But we always come back. We always, because it's convenient, because it's cheap. You know, they have us hook, line, and sinker. And now they done raise the prices and now they done roll back some DEI in times that it matters. I mean, at some point we got to stand on our morals.
Yeah.
At some point.
So I did want to talk about a trending story that is not the best. You know, I like to try to keep things light and um light because we starting the
Fun and
day on a good note,
jovial and
right?
positive. Yes.
But have you seen all this about the man from El Salvador who has been wrongfully deported, and 3 federal judges demanded that the Trump administration return him to the United
While he
States.
was in air. This is
No.
This is not that one.
Yeah, no, not that one. By return him to the United States by 11:59 p.m. last night. And the Trump administration went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has put a hold on that, giving him till sometime on Tuesday, which it's scary. I mean, they've admitted that it was a clerical error in which he was deported. He but the man who said it was a clerical error got fired. The man has been here since 2011, since the age of 16. He's here legally.
Yes, ma'am.
And or he was granted like residency or legal whatever
Right.
in
Well, because
2019.
we know it could be up to a decade for your citizenship to go through, but at least he
Yeah,
was
he
under legal
was.
status.
Yeah, in 2019 he was, and I mean this man has been, and then they're trying to say, oh well, we think that he was part of MS-13. There's absolutely no proof of that.
Right.
They are just like grasping at
That's
straws
been
of
his thing from the jump.
why they deported this man who was like,
They ain't got no explanation, just
they
like
don't.
they lost
And
all
it's
the
just,
children.
but the fact that they know he wasn't supposed to be deported, and instead of fixing it, they're, and the Supreme Court is upholding it. And that's what's so scary is how much control.
The Supreme Court has done nothing but make it easier for him.
Yes.
They've
And
done nothing but make it
this is
easier
what
for him.
the worry was when Ruth Bader Ginsburg died and he appointed the last, I mean, with him having control over the Supreme Court, it's just, I mean, we've lost Roe versus Wade. They're letting him do these deportation things. And it's like, we really ought to be scared about the foundation of our Constitution right now.
Well, and they're talking about another law from the 1800s in which he could deploy the military on U.S. soil because he's upset with the protests.
Yeah. And he likes to dig back into the 1800s for laws.
Yeah.
It's really scary right now. But what I will say is I did see so many of the protests, most of the people in these protests were not people of color. And they were in, I seen several like things on Twitter and stuff about it. I mean, not Twitter, because I'm not on Twitter, TikTok. And the people were saying like, yo, people of color, like, y'all can sit this one out. We've been,
on the sidelines too long.
Come on
now.
Use our privilege to do what we need to do.
It's
not safe for y'all right now. So we gonna handle it. Like, it's our turn. We got it. And so in a way, Trump is scary. Trump, what he's doing is so scary. But on the opposite side, for the people who are against it, it's really bringing America together in the way that it's supposed to be. On the opposite side. How much power those people have, though, is what's,
Well, here's another thing. Here's another thing I'll say. If we really take a step back and we look at what's going on, and mind you, I've tried to only look at it from a periphery because it's a lot to digest. And there's a lot of things that can be infuriating. And my blood pressure just can't take that nonstop. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to die out here. But when you take a step back and you really look at it, I'm looking at immigration. I'm looking at the stock market. And I'm looking at the U.S. Postal Service. And when I look at the similarities between his two administrations, we had a plunge of the stock market. Now, the reasons why might be different, but we had a plunge in the stock market. We also had disturbance in the U.S. Postal Service, and we had a blunder when it came to immigration as he was putting people in cages, and we still don't know where many of the children that were taken separated from their parents are to this day. Okay, now, what are we talking about again? We're talking about the stock market plunging. Variables are different. We're talking about disruptions of the U.S. Postal Service, and we're talking about immigration. And not only they've made it easier for him to disrupt all of these things. Elon Musk is running rogue, and the Supreme Court is doing his bidding.
And I never voted for him, bro.
Well, and here's the reality.
I mean, Elon Musk, as did no one, because
nobody voted for Elon.
Nobody voted for this.
But here's the underlying layer of positivity. I think the fact that folks are rallying together, folks are beginning to stand on their morals, people are allowing their voices to be heard is important. And I hope that while all this chaos is going on around us, that it will continue to unify us as a nation, and we will stand strong together in opposition to all of this negativity. and poor choices by the most powerful seat in the land.
Yes. Okay, so do we have something more positive to switch our gears to?
Florida Gators!
There we go.
Yo, the Florida Gators are the NCAA national champions for men's basketball 2025.
Yes.
What say you?
So we were, going for Duke, the Florida Gators.
Houston made sure that wasn't gonna happen.
Right. And so it was gonna be interesting though, because those were our two teams that we were going for, were the Florida Gators and Duke. And if it came down to where they were playing each other, like, oh man. But
what we're gonna do?
But man, I don't know if you caught any, but what an exciting game. I mean,
I was asleep by 8:30. It was
the Houston and Duke game was really good. And I will say, especially in playoffs, college sports during the playoffs is really where it's at. You know what I mean? Because they're just playing for their futures and so much on the line. And
for sure.
But yeah, congratulations to the Florida Gators. First win since like 2007 or something. Good morning.
Good morning. What up? Hey, that's the lifeline right there, yo. That's the lifeline right there. Got me back rolling. Got the whip back on the street. Got that alternator put on. Ooh, you don't even know how I was down. I didn't have a car all weekend. Ooh, I was stuck in the office all day yesterday.
I need to go check on my car, because the day that I was supposed to go take Liam to the hospital last Saturday, my rear tire was a little flat, and that was over a week ago. I bet that tire's all the way flat back there. I have to call AAA.
Possibly, yeah. They'll pump it up.
That was just a side note. Sorry. He said car, and I was like, oh
yeah. We couldn't mention Florida without saying something about the UConn Huskies taking it away for the women over the weekend. National champions, NCAA 2025 national champions for the women.
Yes, and a record win for them is like their 12th win or something like that.
Man, I mean, I was disappointed, and I got to tell you, I low-key stopped paying attention a little bit after Juju Watkins went down.
Yeah, hurt. Yeah,
just because I was so disappointed, and I enjoyed watching her play. But yeah, good thing is she still doesn't have eligibility to go pro, so I get to see her one more year in college basketball. Let's go, Juju Watkins. But shout out to the UConn Huskies and their big win, historic win over the weekend.
So as we're talking about basketball, I just want to say how maybe this clip will go viral or something. And
okay, let's see.
LeBron will see it and get my baby boy some tickets to one of his games. But my son loves LeBron so much. So while we were in the hospital, the teachers had his classmates make get well cards for him, and so many of them feature LeBron on the cards because they know how much he loves LeBron.
Oh, that's LeBron? Okay.
Yeah, that's LeBron. I thought that was a good drawing.
Let me see it again. That looked more like Junior. That's got to be LeBron James Jr.
This is a pop-up card.
Is that not the coolest thing in the world?
I thought that was real cool.
Let's go.
Some of them just cheated and printed out pictures,
The best LeBron.
But can I tell you how LeBron, from afar, from not even knowing my child, literally saved my child's life.
Come on, LeBron.
Because
they don't give you enough credit, LeBron.
Yeah, they don't. He might be the GOAT.
Come on, man.
Not the GOAT. After Michael Jordan. After
you
Michael
just
Jordan.
ruined the
Look, I can't go that
of
far.
it going viral.
I can't go that far. But
and then go ahead.
my son, both of my boys had tickets to go see the Bulls play the Lakers. And it was going to be my son's first time seeing LeBron play. And of course, the boy loves LeBron. I mean, they made him pop-up cards. And when he was too sick to go to the game, I knew something was really wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, I better take this boy to the hospital. And it literally, like, had I not taken him to the hospital, or had we not caught it as soon as we caught it, it could have been potentially a lot worse. So shout out to LeBron.
Yo, because you knew something was serious when you didn't want to go see LeBron James.
Yeah, like Tristan was like, did LeBron save Liam's life? And I was like, oh, he kind of did.
he might kind of did.
He might kind of did.
Yo, shout out LBJ. Luka Magic in the building. Y'all get to that championship. I know my brother Charlie would be happy, and you'll make Liam's forever.
Yeah.
You'll make Liam's forever.
But I do have to get him tickets one day to see LeBron play, since he had to miss that game. But I promised him I will get him tickets. So
quality good times. I think it's well past the 8 o'clock hour. It sure is. It's just about 8:20. Are you gonna leave anything for the people? I mean, you kind of just did.
Did I?
Yeah, man. You just showed how much love can be shown and poured out by those who care for you, and your community looking out for you, really knowing you, because it could be, some generic cards that just say "get well soon," but you show what power there is in community and knowing each other and showing true, genuine concern and love. And so I think that's really what we not just need to do for Liam in this moment, but what we need to do for each other all the time.
Indeed.
Look at you just dropping gems. You out here dropping gems.
I didn't even. Yeah, I'm so good.
You out here dropping gems, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just need an interpreter. See, you just needed an interpreter. Never to go. Not you came back for the LeBron.
Look. Not.
Oh, Jesus! You just killed it.
I can't be the one to argue for him. So, he did just save my child's life indirectly. But
it's Michael Jeffrey Jordan till the day we die.
I can't just let it come out my mouth like that.
Hey, and you know what's crazy is when LeBron James is honest with himself, he knows it's Michael Jeffrey Jordan too.
I mean, that's why he's number 23. Like, right?
I mean, come on now. You know what you did. You know why you did it. That don't mean we love you.
Why you did it.
We don't love you any less.
So, and this is what I tried to explain to Tristan. Like, he can't be the greatest of all time because that's clearly just Michael Jordan. But he's the greatest of his time.
That's right.
Like, this time.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And I don't just mean as a basketball player. Like, he's truly a great man. Like, you just don't see.
Being.
Yeah, like, he's a good guy.
Yo, if we found out he was at a Diddy party, it'd be a problem.
Oh my God, I would be crushed. I would be crushed.
He is he is a genuinely a good human being.
Like a good husband, a good father, a good teammate. Just like a good person.
Right.
I don't know.
So we'll give you all that, LBJ. We'll give you all that. Yo, don't forget you have everything inside of you already to conquer this day. Don't let it run you. You run it. If you got a smile on you, don't forget, shoot it across the room. You never know what it'll do to brighten somebody's day. And of course, until next time, I am the Milkman.
I'm Just Bri.
Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning.
I gotta take this bracelet off.
What is doing?